Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Palmer and welcome to My Point of View. My Point of View is a current issue video blog that deals with events and activities as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Caribbean, and the entire world. I'll be right back after a short word from our sponsors. Good evening once again. The last time I came before you, I dealt with events and activities as it relates to allegations of rape and sexual assault that was brought against Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. These allegations was brought against him by Miss Margaret Parsons, a Canadian Vincentian human rights lawyer who resides and practices in Canada, and a female police officer of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines police force who will continue to remain nameless. There were two other females that came forward but quickly went into hiding after threats was made against them. We learned in that last broadcast that Ralph Gonsalves invoked his power as Prime Minister, manipulated the Director of Public Prosecutions, the state prosecutor, to cause a miscarriage of justice on his behalf. Yet today, Mrs. Parsons and the female police officer is still awaiting justice. When Mrs. Parsons and the female police officer brought their matter to the public view, two other females came forward who quickly went into hiding. They went into hiding because of threats made by the Prime Minister. However, some recent discovery from the United Nations have brought a new twist to this saga. The United Nations report that 51.21% per 100,000 people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines have been raped. These are statistics from 2011, just a few years ago. What this is saying is at least 51,201 Vincentians have been victims of rape. This is more than half of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines population. I will dare to say this represents more than 1 in 2 of the St. Vincent population. So therefore, if you and another person is in a room, chances are, if you have not been raped, the other person had been raped. What percentage of these victims were male and what percentage were female? It will be interesting to get a breakdown of the age group of the victims of rape as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There's another important question. Did this issue of rape skyrocket as a result of the allegation that was brought against Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves and all of his efforts to evade prosecution and cause a miscarriage of justice? Did this give the men and women of our community the impression that they too can violate the rights, the body, and the mind of others and get away? According to the Human Rights Report, the figure that was given, the 51.21% per 100,000, are all reported incidents of rape. The question must be asked and answered. What is the true condition as it relates to St. Vincent where rape is concerned? We all know that the incidence of unreported crime is always higher than the incidence of reported crimes. For obvious reasons, people refuse to go to the police. Now this leaves a lot of questions. What are the percentage of unreported rapes as it relates to St. Vincent per 100,000? It is going to be very high. Now, what are the ratio of people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines who have not been raped and who have been raped? These are serious questions that must be answered. Mothers, isn't there any reason why there are so many young girls going into prostitution? Rape devalues a person's self-esteem, self-respect, and self-worth. Hence the reason why we have all of these traumatized people walking around. We need to do something about this situation, and we need to do it soon. Until then, my name is Alan Palmer, and this has been my point of view.